Hey, YouTube, it's Mom of the Mat time. I'm Matt,
I'm Matt.
and this is Mom of the Mats. Tonight we're joined by Bob, Jim, Grant, Chris, Gavin, Ken, and Jordan. So welcome in, everybody. We're a little bit tardy. Apologize for that. We got into a lovely discussion about many things, just like we always do, because it's us in trouble. So,
As we do.
but we're always glad that we're not on.
Well, we got to keep the hive mind status going, and we can't do that all the time if we don't talk about it first.
Right, exactly. So, this is our post TigerCon episode. Awesome show. Awesome show. You know, the guys at Mid Missouri put on an amazing show. It's at the Hickman High School Event Center. Is awesome. So, Gavin's about to show us about the new hybrid kit from Eduard. Let's see, that is a mixture of 3D printed parts and regular plastic and some other little things. So, Gavin, take it away, sir.
All right, so these have just been imported. Sprue Brothers has them, and basically it's the next generation of plastic modeling. And that might be controversial to say, but I'm dying on that hill.
With you.
This runs about the same price as a Profa pack. You got 6 decal options. You have Czech Air Force airplanes, and you have Israeli Air Force airplanes. This one catches my eye just because of the two-tone.
That's cool.
I think I'd build that one with the blue spinner. Yeah.
That is cool.
That'd be nice.
So is it fewer parts?
It's got fewer parts. Let's see. It's got. I wonder if it says. It says reduced parts. It's not telling me how many.
I would like
But here is the 3D rendering. Your green is your plastic, and your gray is your resin.
Oh.
So like your wheel, your landing gear bays are all resin. Your struts and your tires, your barrels, all your pitot tubes, your aileron counterweights, and your RF antennas.
So they're basically just making epoxy. Oh wow!
Yeah.
There's your cockpit. It's all.
So they're making the resin like it's a detail kit that's included with the kit.
Yeah, so you have to buy aftermarket.
Oh, I thought they were gonna do like complete fuselages, and I'm like, what's the fun in that?
Oh, yeah. So I was thinking too.
Well, the deal, the thing about it is, usually, you buy your Spitfire, your Mr. Smith or whatever. You have to swap. You got to grind off it for whatever, hog it out to make your resin fit. This resin is structural. There's no plastic parts to replace. This is the only parts for this kit.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's no cockpit side. This is the only one.
No, but I thought that they were going to do like a whole fuselage side was going to be 3D printed, and then they're kind of getting away from the styrene, but they're not doing that. They're just using it as details, but it's still going to be a part of the kit. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
What they're getting away from is the PE.
Yeah, which
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
not the best.
I feel like they're they're taking the next step, because I have the SU-35 from Kitty Hawk, and it has a ton of resin parts in it as well. It might be one of the highest part count kits I have, and I haven't started it yet, but it's like almost 200 something pieces for a 148.
Check out the detail on the tail wheel there.
So cool.
So here's my question. Like,
Okay.
to me, F4, I got too many F14 over here. It's all styrene, and I wouldn't feel like I need to buy a single resin part because the styrene's cut so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. For some kits, it's not.
Yeah.
You buy.
Some people like to buy aftermarket seats, like resin seats and wheels,
Yeah.
because it looks sharper.
So I was actually going to comment on that. So resin versus PE. Resin wins. Bar none.
I think so.
You cannot get the kind of detail on a photo etch that you can out of resin. With that being said, resin has its complications, and it's harder to glue. I like using the Tamiya glues to weld the plastic together, which is, you can't do that with the resin. The resin is more dangerous to work with physically, that's why I was liking the fact that they're doing that in structurally, so you don't have to sand it. You know what I'm saying? You just put it on the model, and you don't have to worry about it. Where I think because a lot of guys will go and buy a kit like this, and they're still going to go out and buy the goodies for it. They always do. The resin wheels have been around forever. I have them on my B17, the Academy one that I just finished. They're everywhere, but resin ejection seats have been around for a while. But now we're looking at entire tires and wheels. And I'm sorry, but even styrene cannot hold a candle to the detail that resin can do.
No, I agree. For some applications, PE still going to reign, especially in the ship modeling world.
Yes.
Yeah, like railing.
Yeah, railings and radars.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be a useful skill. Chris was talking about Tamiya. I think Tamiya, if they ever do, will be one of the last ones to do something like this. They're a very conservative company.
I agree. Here's my 2 cents. Gavin, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think Tamiya is never going to have to worry about this problem because they have mastered the ability to tool plastic styrene.
Yeah.
They will continue to make their kits the same way and blow minds just like they have since I was a kid. And there will always be an aftermarket for modeling because that is one of the joys of modeling is not only getting the model and spending an absorbent amount on the model, but then going out of your way to spend even more money for all the extra doodly bits because that's what gets our rocks off, getting all the extra cool stuff.
Yep.
The aftermarket, now that resin is becoming a player in the game, is just going to continue to expand, and I think Eduard is capitalizing on this for 2 reasons. One, from a business standpoint, it's probably cost saving. Less cooling for styrene and more ability to free flow through 3D printing. And 2, it creates an ability to showcase their 3D printing skills while also at the same time providing that level of detail in their kit to where maybe someone who's kind of a mid modeler, he kind of dabbles with everything, they're going to get that level of realism from an out of the box kit if they may not want to go out and buy the aftermarket. So I think they're trying to hit 2 stones with this, 2 birds with 1 stone, or get 2 birds stoned at the same time. I don't know the saying.
Yeah. But let me throw something else in here. So we'll look at these runners I have here. Last I heard, and this was about 5 years ago, you're looking at about $5,000 a part for an injection molded kit. So, I mean, if this is 40 parts, that's quite a lot of money.
Yep.
That's 200 grand right there.
Yep.
And Eduard already a household name.
An STL file is free. The only thing that is costing you is the resin. Because you don't have to make mold.
You beat me to it. Yeah. But,
Yep.
So, and I was going to ask that, is that if these guys are putting this out, are they including the resin in the box, or are they just sending a place where you can go and download the STL file?
No, you're getting the parts.
It's a hybrid. You're getting the resin with it.
And why would you do that?
Because it's awesome.
So I'm going to be the person that stands out here, and I have a different opinion on the whole thing. I think that Tamiya has got a ton of money compared to an Eduard, and even though Eduard's really popular, and they spend the money up front and do super great of whatever their molds are made out of, steel, aluminum, whatever. So that this is a way Eduard can compete by doing it on the back end. So you have a model. Because the other take is the really popular Qatari models right now.
Mm-hmm.
Every review I hear, like the guys on the Model Geeks are like, you don't have to add a single piece of aftermarket because the styrene is so good, and you hear people always saying it fits so well that if you have paint on the joint or the parts that you glue together,
It won't fit together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their wingnut kits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, it depends where you're doing it. Where you put your money up front in the mold itself, or the way Edward's doing it here. So I mean, I think it's going to be successful, but I think that's their approach versus
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Edward is competing with Tammy, which is tough to do. But
yeah, they don't have the money to compete with them.
But Coach,
I don't-
they have resin parts. They put it in their ME,
Yeah.
the BF109K kit. Came with nice resin exhaust.
I don't even put them in the same class. Tamiya, in my opinion, is the household name where you go if you. It's like the household. It's like the town burger joint. It has the best burger in town. You're out of the country. You're gone for a few weeks from home, and you just think about that burger, right?
But why can't they
Best burger.
just cut their mask?
But it's perfect. It's perfect how it is. It doesn't need to change. Everything's
Yeah, right. That's their only thing. Please,
And
don't.
then-
Cut their mask.
Yeah, and then you have Eduard, and Eduard is like this hipster place with bomb food, but every once in a while the staff is hit or miss.
Yeah. I
But they
agree.
have really good prices, and every once in a while they have a special that comes out that's like so amazing, and you try your best to get it, and then you do, and you're really satisfied. But like I said, it's hit or miss with the service. That's what I consider Eduard. I love Eduard so much, but when it comes, like, I've had a few Eduard kits that have been subpar, but at the same time, I've had Eduard kits where it's like, this is incredible, this is insane. And the amount of aftermarket that they do, they rule the aftermarket world in my
Oh,
sure they have for a long time. They will always rule aftermarket when it comes to photo etch. And I love their rock.
It's usually going to be Edward. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I've ever seen any other photo etch.
Eduard,
Like,
if Eduard could stop
but
making
it's
model
essentially
kits,
the same.
Eduard could stop making model kits altogether and simply focus on the aftermarket, and they would still be successful. And then if they popped a model kit like every 2 years, it would probably be that, like, a bloodbath. People trying to get it.
I mean, they
know how to market.
It's a perfect analogy. And I think another thing Tamiya has for it is their styrene mix is perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all proprietary. But Tamiya plastic's not brittle, it's not soft, it's just
Classic.
yeah.
It's to me a
And-
black.
Be better than Dragon. I'm telling you that right now.
So and that's another thing. You can have the best mold in the world, but if you have crap Airfix plastic, then it's not going to mean.
Exactly.
They only do like one major release a year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
vanilla, yeah. To me,
They're good at what they do. I mean, why?
But the other thing about Tamiya too is they don't just do amazing airplane kits. They do amazing armor kits and car kits and motorcycle.
Yeah.
They just they hit all the spots. That's what I'm saying. They're like the best cheeseburger you had from your hometown. It just hits the spots.
Yeah, it's a good analogy. Another thing is, Tamiya is big in the RC world, so they're
Huge.
Yeah, they got more money going into the RC.
Edward is outside of modelers. No one knows who Edward is. It's basically scale modeling's best kept secret.
Yeah, I can concur with that.
And they do use other people's kits a lot too. I got 2 of them on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll rebuy it.
They don't have to announce that. They just do it. And people, oh, this is the Edward version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they don't even know what it means, what you're getting.
exactly.
The big thing about Edward too is that they are very, very, and I'm not saying Tamiya isn't, but Edward is always active in the modeling community. They are always into something, up to something, working with somebody in the community. Not saying Tamiya doesn't, but I think Edward their
They
business
don't go
model
to the
way
degree
better.
because they can't. I mean, they're too big.
Yeah, and they're willing to take risks. And
Yeah.
Tamiya just plays it safe. Oh, look, another P-51. Oh, look, an ME-109.
And it might be our proximity, recently I've noticed, especially a lot of the European manufacturers, Airfix is a really big social media output.
Oh yeah.
Revell's getting on the bandwagon. They've got a pretty good newsletter every month. And of course, all the Eastern European guys, Mini Art, Edward, ICM, all have amazing social media teams. And you really don't hear much out of the Far East as far as social media goes.
I heard a rumor, and I just remembered about it, and I wanted to ask you, Gavin, because I figured you would probably know, but I've heard through the grapevine, through some of the Reddits that I follow in scale modeling, that there's a rumor that Monogram is potentially coming back as a U.S.-based company because Revel is based in Illinois. I've been to their headquarters because I tried to sell them stuff for my company. But rumor has it is that they may be branching Monogram back into a U.S. kit company.
I haven't heard, so I can't verify or deny. So
You heard it too, though. You also
Yeah, someone owns
Just
that.
out of nostalgia. Just out
Someone
of
owns the
nostalgia.
rights to that name, and Revell Germany has a lot of the Monogram tooling.
Yes.
well, I will say, so there is no such thing as Revell Germany, Revell America anymore. Me and Grant talked about this until midnight one.
I remember you guys saying that.
It's just Revell. It used to be Germany, but it's not anymore.
Right. So what happened was, and I'll try to make this quick because I know how convoluted this can be. So in the early '60s, Revell, of course, was in Venice, California, and in the early '60s, they, to get around tariffs, believe it or not, so how relevant, they set up basically shell corporations. They had one in Germany, they had one in Britain, they had one in
Mexico.
Japan, and they had a deal with Lodell in Mexico. So, the 90s rolls around, a lot of the import regulations, tariffs comes down, and so those businesses get absorbed back. Well, let's actually back up. So in '84, Monogram buys Revell. Revell did not buy Monogram. Monogram bought Revell. Monogram had been in Illinois, so Venice plant gets closed down and everything moves to Illinois, like Jordan said. Monogram was the purchasing partner, but they put the Revell name on top for Revell Monogram because Revell had all of these international branches and had the bigger brand reputation.
Wider exposure.
That is the one kit company that needs a real, true resurrection and awakening in the modeling community, and they deserve it because
Monogram or Revell?
both.
Oh, I'd like to see Monogram come back.
I would too.
As a younger model builder, Monogram was always my favorite. I thought
Because it was
Monogram was
affordable. And
It was
even though they're
affordable.
not the best kits, it's nostalgia all over again.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
those black boxes.
So we move forward to the 90s, and they both, the Monogram Revell company gets bought by Hallmark, of all people.
Yeah.
Card maker?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
car people,
Yeah.
in the corny copy-paste Christmas movie people.
Hey man, I want some fairy lights.
I love
And then
movies.
in I think it was '06, the German division gets split off. They keep the name, so, and then the Revell, the American branch is owned by a company out of Colorado, I believe. And then in '07, they're bought by Hobby Co. And then in 2011, Hobby Co. also buys the German division. So they're reunited.
So Hobbyco's big in RC. I built quite a few of those in our RC planes.
2018, Hobbico goes bankrupt.
Yep.
And the whole Revell operation is owned by a German
Private equity firm.
private equity, basically. They have a import deal with Carrera Slot Cars. Their website is CarreraVell.com. And after 2018, the Illinois plant closed, I believe. That's where Monogram was founded and stayed. Monogram actually, they set up a bus service for their employees, and it was supposed to be just a temporary thing while they moved plants, but it actually was used
So-
on that, and they kept it on until the end.
Nice.
Hey, Gavin, check your messenger. I just found new footage of the crash yesterday I sent to you.
Okay. The MD-11.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I would love to see
All right.
Monogram come back.
Hey, George has popped on. Hello, George.
Oh,
He
George.
says, "Hi, Matt and Hive Minds." He says that
Hey, George.
cockpit detail looked well. Wow, he's been on for a while. Sorry, George. For the Ava S199, he says the cockpit detail looks amazing. Let's see. He looks forward to TigerCon hauls and Black Friday plans. Let's see. Nice thing about resin is that there's no mold lines.
True.
He goes printed resin. I mean, something to consider: a model kit is the only product you buy that is incomplete at the time of purchase. Okay.
Huh.
And he
Well,
said,
really good.
and he said,
Well, Legos don't count.
unless you buy IKEA furniture.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, look at those power lines go up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So here's my question: does Australia have an IKEA?
Oh, good question. And he also says his childhood was nothing but Matchbox and Monogram.
Amen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amen.
Amen.
Yeah, I've got the Monogram book. Monogram was, of course, by the time I got into it, it was just a separate mark under the Hobbico Revell deal.
In my time, Monogram was all the white boxes. Everything
Yeah.
was a white box.
Yeah.
So,
But I-
Gavin, quick question for you: the kit that I'm actually working on right now, the Revell P61 Black Widow,
Mhm.
was that at one point not a Monogram kit?
It was,
Yeah,
it,
it
was,
is
it was told by Monogram in '74, I think.
Yeah.
Let me go get the book.
I think it's 77.
Well, they hired Satan to be the consultant on the kit. So
So, okay, I'm going to speak to this, and I'm not going to take anything away from you, Chris, because I've seen your work and I love it. It's not that bad. The fit, I mean, yes, there's a lot of seam lines that as you can see, I'm cleaning them up right now. But I was careful enough in the assembly of the fuselage that all I had to do was make sure that the pieces lined up and held it there for a little bit. I tend to use what they call the squish method, where you use glue in between the parts, close them, open them, close them, open them, close them, open them, and then the plastic tends to melt that way. And then when you finally close and clamp it, you get that little bead of plastic that kind of runs out. It's easier to get rid of that than it is to get rid of a hole.
Yep.
But as far as the detail, the fit of the kit, I have to say that I remember this being harder than it is. I mean,
what's
Yes,
that
there's-
syndrome
there's
that
a-
people have when they're abused and they don't know it?
you're talking about Stockholm syndrome.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. So
Here you go. 7546, 1974 to 1986 in their first boxing. And it's sold for, I forget how much. Let me look. It says it's worth it says the first boxing is worth $10.
That's what I paid for because I got one of the white boxes.
yeah, it's not much. It's not much more now. But so okay, Stockholm syndrome. I have built at least 2 Italeri kits, and there's a reason why I absolutely despise that company as a model kit builder. I would not compare this to that. This is much easier. The detail level is much higher. The parts, I think, fit together better, although they do need to be maneuvered. The only drawback to this kit so far, I know the glass is coming in. I get it. The only thing that I don't like about this kit is the raised panel lines. And if I had the time and the energy, I would rescribe them. I've done that. I'm not going to do it again.
I love scribing.
I'm out of here, everybody. I gotta talk insurance with the wife. So have a good night.
All right,
See
Jordan.
you guys all soon.
Thanks.
Run on, buddy.
I wanted to be a little nicer to you. As far as the rest of it goes, I haven't done the glass yet. I am not looking forward to that because I know that's going to suck. But I'll be honest with you, the rest of it, it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. The detail on this thing, I am impressed.
The interior detail's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, I remember building this as a monogram kit when I was a kid. And I keep having to ask myself, was it like this before? And it was.
I liked it back then. Let's just be honest. Back then, though, I didn't really care.
Exactly. And then I have to keep reminding myself that as a child of 12, 13 years old, I'm like, this is going to be a cool looking plane. I didn't care if the oxygen bottle inside had the proper stencils on it. But dude, this thing, there's a lot of drawbacks to it. A lot of drawbacks to it. Like the instrument panel is absolutely horrible. I want to find out whoever made that at Revell, and I want to kick them right in the junk. Because all it is, and it's not that it's not ill-fitting. There's just nothing there. And they didn't even include a decal for it.
You know, back then, when you were building kits and they were all gray or whatever,
Yeah.
the cool part about that one was it was in black, and you were like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's literally nothing there.
Well, it's 50 years old. You know, in 74, it would probably look fine.
Yeah. That metal's worn down.
They did that, and then they went and they made sure that the seats looked the same because the P-61, the gunner seats are on rails. They went so far as to, I don't know if you can see the gun belts. They went so far as to put the bullets in the gun belts. They put the wiring in the front nose area. But they couldn't put a decal sheet with the dang instrument panel?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing even included the stencils on the side for the cockpit sights. I mean, you guys saw the pictures that I posted. This thing it turned out really, really good. You know, I've actually tested the ailerons and the flaps. I'm going to put them in a slight down, not full down, but slight down position. All I had to do is shave a little bit off of that tab, and it fits perfectly. No seams, no nothing. The landing gear is very detailed. So, I mean, there's a lot of cons to this thing. Yes, I get it. It's an old kid. But there's a lot of good stuff going on here, too. You know, Chris, maybe it's just you. Maybe it's just
me.
you as a modeler. You're just not competent enough to tackle the Black Widow.
I will, but it'll be made by Great Wall Hobby.
Because it's
I want that kit bad.
I have it. Do you want it?
No, I'll buy it. Don't worry about it. I'll buy it from you.
I've got the Hobby Boss version.
Yeah, I got that one and the Great Wall one.
Yeah. And then I think I also have the 172nd by Academy. But and Chris one, I was just hacking on you. I've seen your model. I do. But you know, my paint mural is right here. Right?
You know
the mighty 110 Bronco. And yeah, I got this far and I'm like, hey.
I might have a mural here.
Who made that Bronco? Is that an Academy?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not great. And I had all the photographs for it, did all that. But if you look at the wings, they're bowed.
Yeah.
I think it's an older tooling. But now I'm actually.
The ICM one's nice. The one
yeah. I love the plane. I absolutely love the aircraft. But it's just now I use it to experiment with stuff. Like I found some of this metallized tape at my local hardware store that's super, super thin. And I've got a massive roll of it. I am going to, I think I want to, after I get done with the Silver Arrow, I'm going to grab one of the natural metal finished planes. And I think I'm going to go and put a natural metal finish on it. So I have to do a little experimentation to try and get rid of, because you have to kind of, you know what I'm saying, burnish it all down. And when I do that, it leaves marks in it. So I have to find one, the right tool, and then I have to sand it down to get different.
Is this a foil here I'm doing?
It's a sticker, actually. It's duct tape. It's literal metal duct tape.
Gotcha.
It's used. I bought it for my airbrush setup, but I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But it's pretty thin stuff. It's incredibly sticky. You know, and then once I've got it on there, it cuts with an X-Acto knife like you would believe. And then you can sand it down with some really fine sandpaper, you know, and you get those really fine scratches and almost like a brushed aluminum look to it. It looks great.
Yeah.
It's looking good. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that.
Hey guys, I gotta bail.
All right, see you,
I'll
Ken.
get it here.
Yep, have a great week.
You too.
What's left of it?
Yep. Model on,
Okay.
bud.
Let's save the music for next week. Let's save the music for next week.
Says
Are we saving the music for next week?
Well, it's just too good of a category to not have more people in.
Right. We're just doing this. We're just doing this modeling thing. You know.
I know. Dang modeling gets in the way.
I feel like I'm whittling wood with this sub tube.
It looks like you are.
You look like the guy from Crackle Barrel. You do. You look like the guy from
This thing fits so bad. It's got the seam all the way around, and then it's got lines up and down that I'm gonna have to rescribe through the seam because the fit is so horrible. This might not make it to the model show ever. This might be.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Hey,
It's one of those words where right now, where I'm sitting here right now doing this, I'm like, do I put this away right now? I come back to it.
Chris, make it at the breaker's yard. She's supposed to go out of service in a couple of years.
Really? This shit?
Yep. Well, she's 4 years old.
Or do it like an explosion.
There's like 14 of them.
Well, yeah, Ohio's going to be the first one decommissioned in about 27, 28.
This is the Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah. I could
So-
make it in so, and I just don't. I thought I like the name of Wyoming. So
I'm just talking about the continuing saga of my 3D printer. So you guys are. I told you guys what happened with the 3D printer the last time that kind of my theft got destroyed. I
60.
got
No,
my.
because-
Good.
Yeah.
because I'm over for here on Wednesday, not Tuesday.
Was
But
it
yeah,
anybody's
go
favorite?
ahead.
the
Oh,
gold
that's right. That's right. So the saga of my 3D printer. So yeah, Tuesday was a day. I almost didn't even show up because I tend to start a print and then I'll leave. I just leave the room, go to bed, whatever. Because this thing is so foolproof, it does it all by itself. I did one 3D print. It came out gloriously.
16.
That was all of Matt Ships. Then I started doing the stuff like what I was just working on, the skull. That is my headphone holder, and I've got a skull that's a airbrush holder.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then I even 3D printed these. These are, if you're a BattleTech fan, these are the heads of, what's the big one? The Atlas. These are 3D printed Atlas heads that are designed to go on the Army Painter or Vallejo bottles. And what it does, I mean, it doesn't help me too much, but I just thought it was a neat idea and I did it. You paint it like you do, and then I painted it with the paint that the bottle is on. So now I know what it's going to look like on a model. I don't know what the color is. I still have to read it, but so I did that with all 31 of these. Anyway, this took about 2 weeks to get all that. So I did the ships for Matt. I actually ended up 3D printing the airbrush holder flawlessly, came out great. Then I went to make another one, and when my build plate went all the way down onto the UV screen and beyond, it was like, and I'm like, oh crap. So I hit the go button, which brings it back up. And I'm like, okay, cool. That wasn't a big deal. I didn't hear it crack or anything else like that. I took the VAT off, and then the FEP just let go. And the resin just goes all over the top of the screen, the machine. I guarantee you I got resin on the inside of that 3D printer. I guarantee it.
So you have to buy a new one, or can you?
No. I was in a panic. I was like, holy crap, what the? So I didn't. I stopped panicking. I cleaned it up best I could. And then I'm like, okay, I did what they call an exposure. On a resin printer, you're supposed to do, every so often you do an exposure check. I did the check. Everything was fine. It's still showing. There's no cracks in the screen. Everything's working. I'm like, great. Now all I gotta do is replace the FEP and I can keep going. Nope, I was out of FEP.
What's FEP?
The FEP is it's some long Latin term, and basically what it is, it's the clear bottom of the vat.
Gotcha.
But it's made of a flexible material so that when you cure the resin, it pops off the vat. So resin can go back underneath, and that's how it builds up the layers.
Gotcha.
So I've got an Illigu Mars 2 Pro. Great printer. About $250 when we bought it on sale. Great. So I'm like, okay, I'll just order some more FEP. I need some more resin anyway. No sweat, right? So I like to buy it directly from Illigu because God knows what you get from Amazon these days. And come to find out, they no longer support the Mars 2 or the Mars 2 Pro. So all the parts that I need or would have needed if this thing had actually broken like it did, I would have had to throw it away. I'd had to get rid of the whole thing. So I finally find some FEP. It took me 3 days to get that. I put it back on, I re-leveled the machine, and within 30 seconds, I'm printing again. And so far, it's printing the way it's supposed to.
That's good.
But they're going to have to take my money at some point because I did find the Mars Illigu Pro 5S. Oh my God. So on this one, the bat moves up and down. The arm does not. It's self-leveling. The build plate is as big as my cutting mat. This thing is a beast. But they wanted $450 for it, which in the grand scheme is not that bad. But right now they're doing a Black Friday sale, $250.
Damn.
Yeah.
Quite the discount.
Yeah. So, and this is one of their newer printers. So either it's not selling the way it should, now I need to go find out why, or they just got a lot of them and they love me. They want me to come back.
Where's Julia?
I'm gonna go with the latter. Oh yeah, he is out of town, isn't he?
He's out of town.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey,
He's
question
where?
for the Hive Mind. Does
He's in
anybody cut their decals on the panel lines?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes spins.
Okay.
Almost every time.
Almost every
I
time?
will put them on. I'll hit them with Solvaset. I let them dry completely. Then the next day I'll come in and cut them, and then I hit them with another thing of Solvaset so they'll fold in.
Exactly how I do it. I have an old airbrush needle
Okay.
that I use to drag across the line.
Yeah.
After they're dry, because if it's not completely dry, you might start dragging like chunks of decal. If it's super dry, you can almost, if it's really quiet, you can hear it cracking through the dried decal.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of satisfying sound.
And ask me how I know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, you want to let it dry for at least 24 hours. And who knows? It might do it all on its own. if you use a strong enough solvent,
Yeah.
a lot of times if that thing is deep enough, it'll crack on its own and you don't have to cut it. But I go through and do it because, I mean, think about it. That paint would never, even on a new paint job, it would have gotten down in there. But
Right.
Yeah.
then almost immediately it would have been covered up by dirt, oil, whatever.
Gotcha.
Well, that's it. If you use that Flores wash, because that's what I do.
For a while.
I I get the decal on there, I run the line through there, then I, some more solvent set, and then I
About a month ago.
clear coat it, and then when I put the Flores wash on there, it goes down those lines and makes it
Yep.
more look realistic looking to me. But
I agree. I
Okay.
100% agree.
At least we'll get tied together.
All right. So
And there will be
Let's
one
see.
show sometimes down here.
George says his Black Friday sale purchases will either be a Bamboo Labs printer or a Mazda AB9 force feedback flight stick. He must do DCS.
I thought you said Mom. I thought he was buying a car.
Ah,
I do too.
I say go for the joystick.
I say go for the printer.
right.
Those Bamboo Lab printers are amazing.
I'm about to get back into DCS.
And
So
George runs a number 11 blade very, very lightly over his. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
same difference.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you don't need any pressure. It's a decal. It's not,
And that's something I didn't do until like a year ago. I didn't do that a long time ago. That's one of the new things I saw in one of the videos. I'm like, and man, it makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. I love that look.
Yeah.
To me, it makes that look painted on. It really does.
The right decals, it's so hard to tell if you
Yeah.
do it right.
All right.
That's why I'm kind of wanting to do these Eddard decals. I want to get a set of them and see if that would. Just to
I'm
see
kind
if
of
that would
afraid of
work.
them.
You said you're afraid of them?
So I have a couple of Eddard kits, like 3. I've never built one yet. I mean, I've opened them up, I looked at them and all that stuff, but by the time you reach decal level, you know how much time you put into
Yeah.
your model?
Mm-hmm.
Painting and oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to scrape the top layer off without, scraping the decal off, paint underneath it. It's a little nerve wracking if you ask me.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we have the Ghost Squadron Models guy joining us this evening. He says, "Good evening, guys. Hello, Bob."
Oh, nice.
So,
Not. Good evening.
so we also have King Bob on tonight as well.
What about King Bob?
Yes, he was at TigerCon.
Maybe we should have an Edward group build.
There you go. I got plenty of kids.
Kind of,
Yeah.
not really, but,
I do too.
can pretend that we're sponsored by them.
Hey, they've been on our show.
They have been on
They
the
have
show.
been.
Yes.
I shut off my. Yeah, we could do an NR build. That'd be cool. I got a Spitfire that is a perfect.
I got
pack.
the F6 Trophy pack. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the F6 too.
Yeah.
It might be good for the new year.
P17.
Well, one of them. Yeah. Have you guys been? Have we figured out which? Have you guys even discussed it?
Not yet. I was gonna do that tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. After the show, I was gonna talk with Matt and see which ones we need to. We have a big list that we can choose from. So.
Man, I'll tell you, at TigerCon, my favorite model at TigerCon was that truck. It was a repair truck. There's photos out there on various sites from the show, and it won first place. But did you know what I'm talking about, Matt? The one with all the tools in the back.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. I saw the
Yeah.
pictures.
Just amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. It
I
was
mean,
like it had like the side taken off so you could see in it.
yeah, right. The top was taken off, and like the bench had a vise on it, and hacksaws, and a drawer was open with all these pipe fittings. I mean,
Wow.
there was bottles of wine in there. The floor was good, but painted green, but worn off, and there's metal green steps went out the back of the truck, but in the middle of the steps they were worn off. You could see the shiny metal. I mean, it was just amazing. And I judged armor, so I was all over it.
They're not gonna let you back, Chris. You just wiped it all out. Wiped everyone.
So,
Oh yeah, I did all right.
George says he's got a few other crits. He says, "Let's do it." Never built one before though. So
I
yeah.
don't have
Me
any-
neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
And you don't have to restrict it to kits. I mean, just use Edward
Well,
can't.
I mean,
You know?
hasn't everybody used that? Or seriously,
I've used a bunch of their crap. My F4 is loaded with it. In fact, I tend to like their Space 3D cockpit decals better than Quinta. That's just
really?
yes. I use them on. I had both for my F4, and I was looking at both, and I like the NR better.
Okay.
Those are all those are comments of Jacob at Edward. He is their 3D print guy for that. So
They're awesome. I mean, because I know they had like Photo Etch 3D, and then they did the Space 3D, which are very much like Quinta.
right.
But they're good. They're very good.
Well, folks, I'm going to call it a night. So you all have a good one. Talk to you soon.
Okay. See you,
All
Bob.
right.
Model
Bye, long nights.
And when I bought my P38 recently with my birthday money, I bought the Edard Space 3D for that kit.
So what's the difference between the Space 3D and just the normal Photo Etch, other than it's colored?
It's like let's say their original Photo Etch colored was like layers, like you'd have to put like they're interlocked and they're really thin. The Space 3D ones, I don't know what they're made out of. It looks like plastic or something, right? But they're thick and the buttons stick up and all kinds of stuff like that. They're just like the Quinta.
So they're like 3D decals then.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
and you white glue it. You have to sand like in the cockpit, like say where your throttle's at. You have to sand what's in the kit off flat,
Right.
and you just put some white. Like I use that micro crystal, whatever it's called, right?
Right.
And that's how I glue them down. I mean, you put them in water for like 1 second. The water's not really activating the glue. That's just getting it off the water slide.
Because I've heard you don't even have to do the water thing at all. You can just
I think the only reason you're using the water is just to get it off there. It's tiny because sometimes in the bag they come off. They sit there for a while, you know. I'm trying to find my P38s. So you can bust them out. Yeah, I'm starting to get the pressure from the wife. Like, how many kits do you really need?
all of them.
More than you know.
That's when you throw your handbag back at
Hey,
them.
what is our? Don't we have a club swap meet thing coming up?
Yes.
Matt?
Yeah. The swap meet's in January.
Okay, because I'm gonna get rid of my my Yamato with its PE kit and that King George V. I'm gonna build only American chips.
Gavin, you hear that?
I've got a Masashi, and I don't have room for it.
Yeah, I gave him the Masashi because I didn't want to get any shit.
It could be yours.
You really are an enabler. You know that? You're like a drug dealer, man.
Me?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to just hold open your coat and go, hey, want some of this? I got your Rolexes. We got your waffle fries here. We got your Tamiya. We got your FU Jimmy's. We got your, hey, come and get you a kid. You want it.
Yeah. Remember, I know at Edward. I know a guy.
I know a guy. I know a guy. He knows a guy. We'll get you hooked up.
Yep. So Chris, what was your haul from TigerCon?
So I got the Zukimura F4C, and I ordered decals today for the Robin Olds. MiG.
Yeah, we talked about that in the open 10, didn't we?
I ordered those decals. They're on their way. I got a Asagawa F86 with a resin kit in it. I'm not going to use that resin kit, so if anybody else has their F86 kit, they can have the resin kit because with a separate set of instructions. And
What scale?
it's 148.
Shit.
So like this, I don't know if you can see like this right here, this where my finger's at. You have to cut that out of the plane and then glue the resin part on the back, right? And it's early days resin from back in the days, right? So I'm not sure how well it would fit. And there's, like you have to cut the flaps off the model and put the other ones on. I don't want to ruin the model.
Right.
There's a possibility that I would, because I've never done resin work like this, right? So it's the normal F86 F30 kit, which is a great kit, by the way. plus some resin pack in here. So if anybody wants the resin pack, they can have it for free.
I may want that because I do have the
All right. Well, when I
148 for
so I'm gonna bring the extra PDY5 box with your decals for the P61 and your cockpit glass. I'll throw that resin kit in there with the instructions. I also got this guy right here, which not a huge German spring fan, but this is the one with the little cart, and it was 20 bucks.
Wow. And it has the brain and the thing.
And I got a B52 144 scale because I'm gonna eventually get the bone, and I'm gonna build that little diorama. I think with my B2.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. So over a couple of years, and then I'll just put them all on the
There's a
table.
44 scale B21 coming out too.
There you go. But there's
There
this
you go.
famous photo that I'm gonna put together. You know, it's out there with the three of them together. So, but and they make a B36. Somebody does. That would be really cool to have all those lines.
144 scale Rodin has one,
Yeah.
and Hobbycraft used to have one in the 90s.
It would be cool to lay it out there. So that was my that was my $105, and a lot of it was from Marion.
Yep.
Yeah, I would love to go through that man's stash.
He bought
That'd be great.
What'd you get, Matt?
Let's see. What did I get? Let's see. Let me.
That Zuki Mora kit is primo.
I see that get built by Duke's models. It looked pretty good. Pretty good.
I think it's as good as Tamiya. To be honest,
He says the same thing.
it's a thick box, and they do the same kind of thing, like on the the top of the F4 comes together.
Yeah.
And instead of having a seam right there, they got a plate that goes over that, so you can cover up the seam. So
Nice.
very good engineering. And it has full-size engines that you build and put in.
Oh, you should leave one of them out. That'd be awesome.
They have a little rack for one of them that you can put out.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's just like all these little extras, right? So yeah, I will probably put one next to it on the, that'd be perfect. Detail it up a little bit.
Right?
Yeah, good stuff. Great lady right here. Woo, check her out. So this kit, this dragon kit, has a couple holes, and you can make some of the tridents come out if you want.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of vintage stuff lately. I made an order at Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
So they have. First of all, I got this. This is a Convair 990.
Ooh.
This comes from the Revell molds from about 61, I think. The decals in this one are for the NASA Convairs. There were two of them. One of them had an accident, and there's videos of it on fire on YouTube.
I think the other one's a right pad.
I think it's a Pima.
I mean, well, I can't tell you which one it was at.
But the other one, the one that didn't burn, was used to test the wheels and tires and the brakes for the space shuttle.
There was only two altogether?
Just two that NASA used. They didn't make very many. The thing about the 990 was it's supposed to be fast. So it was smaller than a 707, but it's a lot faster. It ran about Mach 0.94, I think.
Was it airliner mostly?
It was an airliner, yeah.
Yeah.
It's made by Convair, so the B-36 people, the
Hustler people.
the F-102 people, yeah.
Yeah. The fast guys.
Yeah. Let me see how many they built. The problem was it was a fuel hog, obviously.
It's a fast car. It eats a lot of gas.
So the engines on the bottom there are basically civilian versions of the Pratt & Whitney J79. So this sounds like 4 F-104s or...
Wasn't the XB70 the same engine? Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what I think it... I forget, but it had 6 of whatever it had.
Yeah. I thought I had like 6 F4 engine. Maybe.
They built in 37 Convair 990s,
Oh wow.
so not very many at all. I think Swissair used the most of them.
I found my,
But yeah, NASA used them after the shuttles returned to flight.
metal
After
foil stuff. I found it the other day. And I was like, oh,
They,
and I handed it out. And I don't even want to put it down.
they used one for testing brakes and tires for the space shuttle because this landing speed was high. So I got that one.
Good one.
The next one is this
Look at it, try it, or whatever. You can use
little
camera on it,
filter.
whatever.
Yeah. Is that Angel? Black
Yes.
Angel? Death Angel.
This comes from the Aurora kit. And actually, these molds are great. They are in great shape. Here's
Put a little off to experiment on or use.
that's the bottom wing.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I can see the like cloth looking feel to it.
Yeah, it's in a black.
Yeah.
But the molds are great. This is actually in 48 scale, and so
Are they in the US now?
yeah, shows you how small those airplanes were.
Is that company in the US, Kevin? Are they in the US?
Yeah, one is completely 100% made in the USA. They're on Long Island.
Do it.
Oh, really? New York?
Yep.
Well, I have it. So.
Pretty cool.
And they got this. This is 32nd scale. This is from the mid 50s from Revell. This is 56 Buick. So this is before they created the slide filler molding where you can get one-piece bodies. So this has, let me open it up. This has multi-piece bodies. So, there's the side of the car.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matt, do you see that?
Yeah.
That's insane. I wouldn't want to have it work that speed.
That'd be fun.
Oh,
It does not, in fact, look fun.
Yeah.
So I got those
I'm
from the
good.
link. And then last Saturday I was on the Max's Models stream. That was a good time.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was a good time. So it was fun.
Not bad.
So he sent me this. This just came out. Lockheed.
Oh, yeah. What scale is that?
This is box scale. Let's see.
Weird. 196.
I don't say.
pi times radius squared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. This comes from Aurora. One to 108.
Yeah. See if you can find some ground crew aftermarket, right?
Yeah. It's a start lifter, so it's big.
Well, reprinting. This is where 3D printing stage. You're making.
You won't be able to see that, but there is the original Aurora mold mark.
Oh wow, I can see it. I can see it in the back.
And then
Nice.
That's pretty big still when you're showing it in your hand there.
Yeah.
so that just came out. And then
Is it silver? Was that silver?
yeah, silver.
He just has really
Kind of cool.
he has tiny hands.
So he also sent me this. This is an original first issue Revell A4 Skyhawk
Oh wow.
from 56. It's missing the decals, but I think there's
Yes,
reproduction.
George. That's true.
But it is just pristine as can be. It's got the molded on markings where you place the decals over.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like there was another company that did that.
Yep. My Revell went. My Revell. My white stiletto had all that. I had to sand all them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a star and bar. You can see it
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
see that. There's
Gross.
some blue twin engine plane that has that too.
Look how shiny that is.
This is first issue. This is from 56. And this plastic, it's just so flexible still. These old kits are brutal, but this is great.
Life is too short to build crappy models.
So here's the instruction.
That's a museum piece right there.
Wow.
The instruction.
It's
One
a piece
page.
of paper. Put them together like this or die.
The pamphlet you throw in there.
You know, heat up your screwdriver and squish down your hubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over the candle.
Yeah. Make sure you got that bottle of mineral spirits close by.
Yeah. It's a Little House on the Prairie edition.
Here's my candle.
Here's a mold mark of Val Inc., Venice, California, 1956.
That's pretty cool. What A4 is that? Like a really early model?
It's actually before they went to the new designation, so it's A4D is the designation. So there you go. No hyphen.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Attack, fourth model from Douglas Aircraft. So it's actually probably an A4A under the new designation system,
Yeah.
which that occurred in 62.
Damn, dude, you're like a walking encyclopedia of crap.
And you can thank Bob McNamara for getting everything straightened out on that. That's about the best thing he ever did. And
Yep.
that's about it.
So George says he saw the Zukamori 148 Shinden kit at the shop that he was at the other day.
Ooh.
He didn't pull the trigger. Let's see. King Bob said he bought the JR Savino NASCAR kit, but then won 7 from the raffle table.
Which
Yeah.
one did it
King Bob cleaned up, man. I bought like $40 worth and got 4 kits. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's how I did this year at Gateway. You know, then I won that grand prize and gave it away.
He gave it away to a good home. Don't whine.
Said, let's see, George says my last kit was one of the Tiger Models F4U Corsair tune planes, which I think Jim would love.
Yes,
And-
I am looking for one of the Corsair planes.
Yeah. It
I'm
says,
gonna get the space shuttle.
he also says whoever has vintage kits should do short standalone unboxings, videos, just as a record for history.
There's a YouTube channel called Vintage, Celebrating Vintage Model Kits, and that's all he does.
Oh, wow.
His name is, oh crap, what is his name? Eric, I think. He's in California. He was actually on Max's live stream this past weekend after I was.
His name is Methuselah.
So that's all he does. I mean, he has a very good formula. He tells history of the airplane, shows the kit, and that's basically it. That's all he does. 15-minute videos.
That's pretty good.
I think he does 2 a week. Forget. There you go, Bob. Yeah, like I told Grant, the big giant, 24 frets of photo etch and 300 resin part projects, those keep me happy because, you get something amazing at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But these old vintage kits, very simple, you don't care about the super detailing, you put it together like someone in the 50s would have. Those keep me sane.
Yeah, it's a palate cleanser. I mean, didn't he do that? That was the Razor Crest for Chris, so.
That's this sub, too. It's supposed to be.
Well, it's supposed to remind you how good Tamiya schooling actually
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
It is, because my next kit will be in one of the Tamiya, either an F-14 or the F-4 Skyray.
I like the Skyrim, man. I think you need to build that.
I do, too. I want to get
That
it.
looks so awesome. But maybe do it in black and just call it the Batplane.
I'm going to put the wings up. I just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
I think that was the consensus pretty much for everybody.
Well, I read a couple of reviews of the kit, and if you put it down, the fit's not so great because it's can be either way. And so people if you put them down, you get this big fat seam you got to deal with. But I also wanted something up anyways before I read it.
Yeah, There's a way around that. One up and one down.
Yeah, that's true. I heard about that. Like they're working on it or something.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, I don't know if I had a like.
It's not beyond precedent where they have one wing up and one wing down.
I don't know if it had hydraulic wing fold, but it may have.
Back then, yeah, it would have been hydraulic.
It was that era of jet that was around for like 6 years before they were completely replaced by something new.
Yeah, it's like the McDonald Demon. It really didn't do anything, you know.
Yeah, never had any combat or anything like that.
It's cool looking though.
That's cool. It's absolutely cool.
It fell in that era from like 55 to 63 when nothing really happened.
Yeah.
I would call that. That's around. I would say that's around the century jet kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vietnam. You know, the F-100s went to Vietnam. The F-101s went to Vietnam. Canada flew F-101s into the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The F-101.
Germany flying the F-104s until the
Until the 30s.
late 70s. Yeah, you already
There was a ton of jets that never saw, like, for instance, the 102 and 106 never saw 1 second. Well, the 102 flew a little bit in Vietnam.
Yeah, the 102 went to Vietnam. The 104 went to Vietnam. The 105 definitely went to Vietnam because it got shot down a lot in Vietnam.
Well, that's why but the Hanoi Hilton was full of pilots.
Well, you know, the thing about that is they were using that airplane for something it wasn't designed ever for.
100%.
That airplane was designed as a interdiction nuclear strike aircraft, had an internal bomb bay, come in below the radar, lob your bomb on your split ass pull up, and get back home, hopefully. And so what do they do in Vietnam? They throw bomb racks on it with 500 pounders all over it and send it high over.
Here, go throw some snakes and name. Oh, it's fine. You'll be fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, Matt, what did you get?
So what I get? Let's see. Well, quickly, George said he bought a Tamiya Sea Harrier, even though it is an old kit and one of their worst. He said he'll build it as a basic old build someday. Well, let's see. In the raffle, one of the things I won that I kept, I'm not sending this to my kids, 172nd Light Vehicles from World War II, Axis and Allies. So got 3 little kits in there. It's got a Willie. It's got a SAS
the desert
Jeep
truck?
in it, and then it's got a motorcycle treaded vehicle. Looks very German, we'll say.
Is that the one that in Saving Private Ryan, the rabbit they were chasing?
Yes. And then, let's see. Saw this as an oldie but goodie, monogram AV8B Harrier.
I have that exact, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had this one as a kid and built it, loved it. I worked on it when my dad was actually working on this airplane. He designed the machine that drills the holes for the wing. There are 10,000 holes in one Harrier wing.
Damn.
Yeah. And let's see, they right before he retired, they retooled it to drill the Super Hornet wings.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so it's still being used today. So.
Cool.
Yeah, and then of course Marion. There's your drug dealer, Marion. Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Amen.
This F-16A from Kinetic Gold came home. So.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Got another one there that I almost spent the last of my money on that too, but somebody else grabbed it right before I did.
Yeah. Oh, the C version.
Yeah, the Texas one he had.
Yeah. Yeah. William from the let's see, from Plastic Library.
Yeah.
He's the one that snagged it. So.
Yeah, so I could probably buy it from him right now.
Right.
For a more expensive price.
It's so funny because you posted that posting today in the Modeling with the Mets page about the F-16.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so bloody true.
Yeah, it was somebody else's post, but yes. It was George, I think, that did it.
Yeah.
Was that George?
And here's the
Yeah,
box.
I wrote a comment on there, but yeah.
But it's totally true.
Oh, I know. I'll listen to the model geeks, and they're like, well, I want to do Block 50, and you got to have these tail bumps and all this other stuff. And I'm like, who else has stuff? I know.
Who counts all that stuff? Ugh.
Some of the guys like that.
I feel like all this cockpit stuff I'm doing is kind of a waste. I mean, when I'm looking at planes and judging stuff, I spend like 2 seconds. It's either bad or good, right? And I don't know, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like if you can't see it a lot, you're spending a lot of time and money in there.
Well, it's kind of a dilemma too. Unless you've been in the simulator, what are you supposed to know if the cockpit's accurate or not?
Yep.
Right.
All right, I gotta go.
Then here's the other things I got. I got the Porsche Boxster from Tamiya,
Nice.
and I got the Renault RE30B Turbo in yellow. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in yellow though.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
Yellow.
All right,
All right. See you, Chris.
Okay.
Huddle on, man.
Oh, Chris. Don't do it in yellow and don't do it for Nash Bridges.
Right. No, I got Nash Bridges at TigerCon anyway.
Did you get that guy? He was back?
No,
Oh.
That was MOSCON.
that was MOSCON, but yeah, I got it too from the Pink Panther tank.
I love that. I don't care what anybody says. I love that kid.
Yeah.
Someone say something bad about it?
They're like, it's pink. It's not the way armor's supposed to be done, and they moved on.
Someone
They
wasn't.
didn't even look how it was put together?
Nope.
Oh, that's crap.
So it's all right. Hey, as Matt said, Matt was telling me, he's like, hey, they're not ready for any kind of change like that. So one of those things.
It's the same thing as, Thomas, the thermonuclear bomb.
That was hilarious. I loved it.
I
Yeah.
love that. Or looking at Grant's Blue Angel Wright Flyer B grouping.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, see, that ticks me off.
Yeah.
It'd be like when someone says your eggplant, well, that's not an F-14.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna get the space shuttle probably tomorrow when I order from Screw Rose that Edward kit, because it's only like $10.
Yeah, they're cheap. And they're so much fun to put together. They are so much fun to put together.
And I've kind of been on a NASA space shuttle kick lately. I've been listening to the whole, basically it's the Capcom loops, ground the shuttle or whatever. I listened to the entire first shuttle mirror mission. That was really interesting. I listened to the first ISS assembly mission. That was really interesting as well. The 90s was just an excellent time for spaceflight, apparently.
I've been watching a lot of Ancient Aliens. I'm sorry, but
You ever watch that Skinwalker Ranch show?
yeah.
I used to love that show, but I haven't watched it in a long time. Me and my brother used to. Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Because here's the thing, and I've been saying this since day one. You can call me a kook, whatever, but we're not alone in the universe. We're not. It is the height of vanity as human beings for us to think that in the vastness of the universe, we are the only intelligent or sentient life anywhere. Come on. The odds are so astronomically against that, yeah. Now, these guys, these ancient astronauts, they state that we were visited, and a lot of the arguments that they make are rather compelling. They're rather compelling. I mean, you'll never look at the Aztecs or the Mayans, their structure, their architecture, you'll never look at it the same way again. But, they're saying, like, the moon is artificial, and that's hollow. because it rings.
Yeah.
Well, what was it back in the '60s? Before they actually did a landing, or may have been right after the landing. I don't remember, but they literally crashed. They put seismographs on the moon, and then they crashed an aircraft or a spacecraft into the moon's surface, and it reverberated like a bell for over an hour.
That's crazy.
Well, they also say that the moon's orbit is incredibly stable for what it is. That it is the cleanest moon. You know, I mean, yes, all of the surrounding planets in the solar system, they have moons, but ours is perfectly spherical.
Yep.
And yeah, it's like, okay, unless you go there, I guess you never know, but it's fun to think about.
Yep.
You know, did they build the pyramids and all that? It's so funny because if you look, and nobody can explain this, the pyramids are on the same longitudinal coordinates as Orion's belt. They are literally, if you were to measure from Orion's belt down to Earth, you would shine your light on the pyramids. The pyramids of Egypt are also on the same, what is it, latitude? What's the sideways one? Latitude. As all the, you know, all the Mayan stuff around the world. So, yeah. And then, like today, I was listening to the Book of Enoch.
Real done.
Is it done? Oh, show.
Show.
You probably won't be able to see it in the camera, but
Nice.
I did the wheels too, but I'll post pictures of that because they're not going to be able to show.
So is that the Tamiya panel line?
No,
No.
Oh.
it's a fine tooth Sharpie from Michaels.
Oh.
So one other thing I also got it off of eBay finally. After Gavin helped me find it and everything like that. I finally, since I did really well with the general store.
Nice.
I got first place in miscellaneous out of nine other kits. So it was kind of cool like that. So
Yeah, they really should have just have a structures category.
yeah. So after I did that, I was like, I'm gonna get that too. So
They should have a category for Mazak fucking. What was that machine, Jim?
And the Mazak milling machine?
Yeah. They should have
The 3204.
should
And
have
I
a
actually
category
sent
for
that up. It is
CNC
now,
machines.
yeah.
it is now sitting on the actual
That guy's
machine that I
desk
have a
or
billboard. Yeah. No, it's sitting on the machine.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll have to get a picture. I'll have to have them send me a picture of it so I can post it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is now sitting on the machine that it was made for. Okay. Now,
So give me just a minute, and I will have a full mass of rat lines done.
Easy there, Jim.
I'm excited. I've been
Family show, Jim.
Huh?
Family show.
You're about to show me a real naval ship. That's, you know.
I don't mean make a family.
I already did that. Been there, done that. Own the t-shirt. Can't give them back. So you're saying the rat lines on this are all the plastic molded ones you didn't time yourself?
I did not tie them. You have to cut them out and tie them to the.
Oh, so the bottom lashings are so they're tied to the spars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's better.
I think it's a very soft styrene because it glues with regular model cement.
Yeah. Looks fantastic.
Boom.
Ladybug season.
You got some in here?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I didn't know my car the other day. I don't know how that she got in there, but she did.
We're supposed to get a real bad cold front down here early next week.
Yep, we are.
I saw a wind chill of like 19.
Ladybug
Oh.
smell.
Okay. Let me pick you up. We'll start at the top.
Before you go. Hang on, my hero.
And, so here you can see.
Nice.
And then these are tied off here.
It's
and
gonna
then
bring that. It'll bring it back. Yeah.
it connects there. And then this set steps in, steps out. And then the main set goes all the way down to the rail.
Holy
Nice.
crap.
Nice.
That's amazing. Good job, Gavin.
Holy crap.
It really does. It makes the ship come alive with that stuff. On. You to not have it, it's not the same. Oh. Okay, so I actually have a question for you, Mr. Matt. What is the standard start time is 7:30? What time do we normally get online?
8.
We tried to get on by 8,
Okay.
but tonight we were had such a spirited conversation that we waited. So
Which I get, but I mean I'm okay with it. I just thought maybe we were all getting here late.
no,
Okay.
no,
I don't like being late.
no. You guys are on time. I'm the one. I've been the one late getting on. I've been getting on anywhere between 7:35 and 7:45. So, one night it was 10 minutes to 8.
I didn't think I knew I was going to be late tonight. I had to pick Alex up from work, but
No.
still.
All right. So hopefully you solve us that. We'll just start sinking into that thing there. So I get the bow fighter out and put the engines on, and
Oh, wow.
Are you even going to try to repair the P-47?
not yet.
No.
It's still in timeout right now.
I'm still mad at you.
I'm so mad at that. So
I have a magazine about Bowfighter. You want it?
sure.
Let me go get it and show you.
Okay. George says I'm gonna go and get some lunch. I will keep listening in the car, but can't comment. All right. So have a
Bye,
great
George.
weekend. All right. You too, George. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being on. We're
It's
gonna be
almost
hopping off
it's
here in a little
almost-
bit anyway, probably.
It's almost my pumpkin time too. It's 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Man, time flies when you're having fun.
Yep. Is Grant even there anymore? Grant?
He hasn't said a single word. I hope he didn't die. That would be horrible.
All right.
Maybe his cat killed him. You didn't beat me fast enough. Now you die.
There we go.
Let's see.
So this is my new headphone holder. I just 3D printed it. It's a sugar skull. It's a sugar skull with a skull on it. It's the weirdest thing.
That's
knew?
cool, Gavin.
It has. Let's see. It has a section about assembly.
All right.
It's got a section about the development and what they plan to do with the airframe after. The one's about, it's got a squadron directory, article about the squadron on Malta, 600 squadron, I believe. And the ones that the U.S. Army Air Force used. The 417th Night Fighter Squadron, I think that was. But yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay. My squadron designation on this is ZJ, and then it's got R after it.
Okay.
So.
Wait, let's look. But it's actually like a bigger magazine. It's tall.
Oh, okay.
ZJR.
Yeah, ZJR.
Okay.
Zulu, Juno, Romeo.
Let's see. It's not telling me the lettering.
Okay.
I'll
That's
look
all right.
it up.
I always liked the Bristol Bullfighter.
Yeah. So I got the engines on the night and paint up the wheels, and I just got to spray off. I found the resin wheels for it, so they're weight on wheels. So
Nice.
give it a little bit of heft to it. So I'm pretty excited about it.
It was developed off the Beaufort Day Bomber.
Gotcha.
And that actually was not the Beaufort. I think it's developed off the Blenheim.
Yes.
The Blenheim started as an airliner, the Bristol 142, and then they converted it into a day bomber. Then they made the Beaufort and the Beaufighter after that. But it tells all of that in here.
Okay. Cool.
So, IPLS Gateway question.
Uh-huh.
There's a meeting this month, or is it the Christmas party this month?
Meeting this month.
And that's the third Tuesday of this month, yes?
Yes.
All right, so I will be able to go to that one.
Okay.
And the Christmas party is when?
The 17th. It's also a Tuesday. It replaces the Tuesday meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Wendy's actually going to come with me, so it's me and a +1.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have a +1 too.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. We'll call it our
See where my +1's at?
the modeling with the Matt's +1 party.
Yes. We'll see if I get Matt to come along. So yeah.
The MWM widow party.
Yeah. Because I asked Tiffany if she wanted to go, and she's like, "No, I'm good."
Really?
Yeah.
And then she changed her mind?
No, I'm gonna take Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pending availability.
Yeah, pending availability. So.
Well, I thought he was already going to go.
I'm not a member.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because you don't want to sit around and talk to those old people.
No, I don't really need to be in a club to do what I want to do, so why bother?
All right.
It's fun. Something to do on a Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I like to spend time at home too.
That's all right. It's not his thing, and I'm okay with that. It's all good.
I'm okay. I'm not angry about it.
Yeah. So. All right, guys. I think we're gonna bail on out of here.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
Roger.
So thank you all for joining us. Thanks for Jim and Gavin and Grant and Chris and Bob and let's see. Who else? Jordan joined us, and Chris joined us, and then we had King Bob joining us, and we had George joining us, and we had Manny join us for a little bit. So
Manny the person.
Manny the person.
Manny the person.
Yep. And Manny the person is the person who did the Statue of Liberty. So
Oh, really?
yeah, that's Manny the person.
Nice.
Yeah.
And is it done?
It's done. That's why I sent you a picture. That's why she's holding it in front of her.
Oh, I thought it was you were just showing it off. Okay.
No, she finished it.
Nice.
I took it to Gateway the other week, and people were like, she did that? I was like, yep. She's like, she's getting good.
You put that in the juniors category?
No, I just took it to the show and tell.
Oh.
So. But thank you all for watching, and we will catch you next week, same time, same place. Maybe get a little on a little bit sooner, so closer to hopefully like 7:45 be nice. So,
we might get through that Who list one day.
Right, exactly. I'd love to get back into our our music categories. That'd be it's always fun. So.
Always.
But thank you all for watching, and this has been Model with the Mats. I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
And this has been Model with Mats. Model on, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Good night.